Warren Buffett is betting big on semiconductors and microchips. Mr. Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway confirmed it had taken a $4.1 billion stake in TSMC. The Taiwanese company is one of the largest chip makers in the world, supplying an estimated 90% of the world's super advanced computer chips for tech giants like Apple and Qualcomm.
So some experts pointed out that it's not very common for Warren Buffett to choose TSMC over Intel when the US is trying to build up its own semiconductor industry.
Why is the United States so keen to stop China getting hold of microchips from the US and its allies like Taiwan?
There are probably two main reasons for this. The first one is because the military competition between the US and China. As a lot of people know, a lot of jet fighters, missiles, and also some battleships need these powerful microchips in order to work. So the US is probably trying to prevent China from getting these cutting-edge microchips to strengthen its military power. And secondly, it's probably because of the economy. As you know, a lot of industry rely on semiconductors and these chips. So the US is very likely to prevent China to get these advanced computer chips.
I want to give all the praises and the honor to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Recha HaKodash, and double honors to the elder apostles and bishops of Great Millstone. Honors as well to you, brethren, fellow followers and believers of this truth, and shalom to the elect. So real quick, I want to go in this video real quick. This came across my phone yesterday, and I went further into it. I'm going to just hit the points and get right to the point. This billionaire Warren Buffett, right, has donated stocks to a Taiwanese chip company. I forgot what it was called, TW something, TSMC. It's a semiconductor. What is a semi? Semi is a small conductor manufacturing company in Taiwan. The semiconductor company, the company makes money by selling chips to clients all over the world. Now, this might sound like something we always speak about. In the wake of the crash of the dollar, or the currency being devalued, right? In the wake of the BRICS, who are putting their money elsewhere and getting out of the dollar of America, the U.S. dollar, the Brazilian, Russian, Indian, China, South Africa, something like that. You know, and this is what, if I'm not mistaken, was it Gaddafi? Or one of them tried to do. And then you see what happened to them. Right? So, being backed out of the currency, even the Cash App owner, I won't go into that, because they don't want cash. Right? This is all going to a digital age. Now, you're comfortable with your money, you know, but it's a thing called checkmate. So anyway, I want to go into this. Again, I'll make this quick. Somebody left a comment on here and said the lady is out of touch. Semiconductors, military does not require high chips at all. Now, it was debatable because some people was debating them on the comment board. So my take on it and what we believe is Warren Buffett dumped $4 billion into something that's going to be profitable. He's not going to drop $4 billion and invest in something that's not going to be profitable, right? And when you have what you call a reset, these things will be very profitable. And y'all want to know what that is, as we read in Revelation 13, 16, 17. We know what that is. Let's go to 2 Corinthians 2 and 11. Lest Satan should get advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. See, the prophets of the Lord can see things before it happens. Now, we understand about all the agendas. Again, I can't go into them. The man and woman thing, the thing that's happening now between Jake and Eve, and man and woman in general, the uplifting and the dropping, the devaluing, all the things that are happening is all to play a part, right, of which you see Warren doing. I'm surprised they didn't hide that, but they did hide it in a matter of saying it's for military. It was about he's investing in war or something like that, right? Because other companies are getting higher tech, but for whatever reason, Warren Buffett is invested in Taiwan, right? So that's what it is. That's what everything is being manufactured in those different countries. So Isaiah 34:16 says, "Seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read. No one of these shall fail, none shall want her meat. For my mouth it has commanded, and his spirit it has gathered them." Right? The Lord is gathering the men of the Lord to bring forth the information, the answers. And at camp today, we had a few scoffers come up, and they only come up because they see so-called black men with garments who know something. And in their mind, they're trying to tear away being awakened. And that's what they're going to do when it comes to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah, because we're under that authority, of knowing or being told what to do. So these people are going to hate us for it because they want to keep that slavery going. You got other Israelites that will do that too. Now, when you go to Isaiah 34, it says, "Read, seek out the other book of the Lord and read." That word "read" was interesting. It means to call out, to recite, like a church calling out, to recite, to cry, utter, and aloud. That's why the scriptures also say, "Give her no rest, day and night." Ezekiel 3:17 also says, "Warn the people," to call upon, cry, help, call with the name of Yahweh. Well, with the name. You got Israelite groups that say you don't have to know the name. To read aloud, to read oneself, to read, to appoint, to call, to give name to. So yeah, that's a scripture going against that doctrine saying you don't have to call on the name of the Lord. To read aloud, to be summoned, to be called, the name, to be called out, be chosen. That's what we're supposed to do. Anybody has a problem with us keep talking about this over and over and over again? Well, he said read, and that word read means to call out. So anyway, I don't have much to go on this lesson. I just thought that was interesting that Warren Buffett has decided to drop $4 billion of his billions into a tech company who makes semiconductors, little chips. Wonder why. Anyway, we know. Revelation 13. Anyway, that's all I have on that. Shalom.